Good evening, everyone. This is Amitabh Bhattacharya, Honorary Secretary of Jamshedpur Management Association. I welcome you all to this enriching live series. This is the fourth in the line, and today's the topic is investment ideas in the stock market. And it's our pleasure to have Mr. Siddharth Chatterjee. He is a well-known person in this field. He is, in fact, a multi-talented personality. Welcome, sir. I will request Ashmita to introduce him and then then hand over the session to him to take this forward.
Thank you, sir.
Ashmita, over to you.
Thank you. So, a very good evening to everyone. I am Asmita and I welcome you all on behalf of JMA. In today's sessions, we are very happy to have Mr. Siddharth Chatterjee as our speaker. Mr. Chatterjee, who is a chartered accountant and chartered company secretary by profession, has spent earlier part of his career with corporate houses as finance professional and thus gained industry experience. Somewhere during 2000, he branched out in pursuing career in merchant banking. This gave him an insight to how capital market functions, having handled more than 20 public issues. Later, he shifted his focus into portfolio management and stockbroking activities from the year 2006, which till date is his focus. Mr. Chatterjee has authored more than 12 titles on stock market topics. He runs an online educational course on stock market and is having students across the globe. His expertise is accessed by various institutes of repute, including Chamber of Commerce. He is regular on television channels locally and having appeared earlier on CNBC, ET Now, Zee Business, etc. He runs a blog on current economic affairs and its effects on financial world. As a part of diversification, he has ventured into restaurant business in the name and style of Bhojahari Manna, which has a pan-India presence. As a child actor in Satyajit Ray's films, he still continues to act in various Bengali feature films and is very passionate about doing so. His experience includes personal finance management and business analytics. Additionally, he runs tax advisory firms as well. Today, Mr. Chatterjee will share his expertise in financial planning and investment ideas in stock market. The session will continue for 60 minutes, after which 25 minutes will be given to question and answers. Participants can also post their questions in the chat box during the talk, so I will try to address them. With this, I welcome Mr. Siddharth Chatterjee. Over to you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Ashmita, for your kind words, and thank you, Amitabh, for introducing me at the start of the session. Am I audible? Can you hear me well?
Yes, loud and clear.
Okay, fine.
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Okay. I've been given a task to advise you on personal finance and wealth creation ideas. And that too at a time when the wealth of the country has been destroyed by an unknown enemy. And I don't know how long it may continue. But then life has to go on. And like previous epidemics, we'll, I think, overcome this also. It came too fast, too sudden, and that's why the impact has been felt across the country. What it has done is something the Indian incorporate was suffering from 2018-19. There was a overestimation of consumption across various product lines, and corporate India scaled up their production capacity, apparently to meet the enhanced demand, be it auto, be it housing sector, be it everything they have been producing. Now that needed a correction anyway. So the correction started somewhere around 2019, beginning or 2018 middle. Stock market did not obviously guesstimate the corona issue, but when we look back and we look at technical charts, which is part of investing ideas, we could definitely understand something is happening. Not definitely understanding that the proportion would have been so high. And if you had observed that in India, there are various sections of investors, and as you would know, there are foreign portfolio investors, there are Indian institutions, there are private HNIs, then there are mutual funds, then there are individual investors, broadly 5 type of categories. Now, foreign investors, for various reasons, was selling stocks, not really believing that India's story would be big. Is there some sound, something?
Just a moment, sir. Let me mute them.
Some kind of sound which is...
Yes, sir. Please continue.
Okay. So having given the background that foreign institutional investors were sellers for reasons not to do with corona, for reasons otherwise. And Indian institutions and mutual funds have been on the buying side, keeping some kind of equilibrium in the market. But the damage started way back in 2019. So what we see in 2020 is something which is not surprising, but the extent of damage is now understood. Now, as you would all know, that the stock market, whether that's an appropriate place for individual investors to invest and create wealth, if that is the question, then the answer will be yes, this is the place to hibernate. This is the place where you have to position yourself as a longer term investors, the long term being defined for a emerging and a growing economy between 5 to 10 years. So the mind as an investor, you have to get prepared. Please note that prices change frequently, but the value change over time. What it means is that you will have short-term fluctuations in the stock market, which actually is a horror story for a lot many people. But the value will change over time. So you have a case for overvaluation, and you have got a case for undervaluation. In 2020, in the month of May end, where are we? Are we under the undervaluation situation, or are we still fairly valued, or is there any case for value investing? These questions will be coming in your mind, and I'll like to take it up one by one. Another question is that, do investors become really rich? Again, there's some kind of a sound which is coming to me. Okay, I think I'll continue. Now, the question is, do individual investors become rich by investing? The plain and simple answer is yes. A case in point will be old man Warren Buffett, who started his investing career at the age of 11. I am too sure that even the literate citizens of India even today, 2020, does not have any clue about investing in stock markets. They also do not have any clue about investing in mutual funds. That's because they have never been given some orientation, be it at the school level or college level or elsewhere. But let's take a very simple case. You pass your engineering and then get a job, maybe at the age of 25, and you start getting salary. At the age of 25, you are clueless as to what exactly your finance allocation would be out of getting. So when you do not know at the age of 25 how to allocate finances, you generally tend to go in the wrong way. Okay, I agree that at that age you are likely to spend quite a bit of money for your personal desires. Fair enough, no issue. You may be aspiring to buy a car. Fair enough, no issue. But I've done a rough calculation that if you buy a car at the age of 25, and I am assuming that you are to pay a EMI of 10,000 rupees per month, and maybe you are going to pay for 5 years. At that point of time in your life, I'm too sure that you can. Can you hear me? Because sometimes some sound is coming.
Yes, sir. I'm able to hear you. There are some background noises coming from somebody, and I'll be muting them.
Okay. So you can hear me. That's no issue.
Yeah, Ashmita, please mute everyone.
So a back calculation of which is 10,000 bucks is roughly about 6.5 lakhs of rupees. By not having the car, maybe you would have used a modern taxi system called Ola or Uber, if that is there in your city, and would have conveniently moved from here to there. And I'm assuming out of 5,000 which you save every month from EMI, you would have loaded up 3,000 bucks in terms of riding in the taxi. So you would have still saved 2,000. Quick back calculation of investing every month, 2,000 rupees. In any of the known branded big corporates would have landed up your investing 2,000 into 12 months, 24,000 into 5 years. Roughly say 1,25,000. So after 5 years, what would have happened? In these 5 years, you would have got some dividend. In 5 years, the stock prices could have gone up. Because as I said, prices fluctuate in the short term, value is in the long term. So 5 years being a long term, you would have got some value. It could have doubled, it could have tripled. And in 2020, May, I think, a similar kind of idea, similar kind of thought process for the newly arrived investor should be in order. You would always you should know that 80% of the gain is that 80-20 principle. The 80% of the gain will come in the 20% of time. So it's very fast. Now the question is, what has revealed in corporate India's way of doing business at this present point of time? Companies with high debts generally is in the receiving end. But then you have companies like Reliance, which built up through debt of 1,50,000 crores to build up the Jio platform. And now they are getting the angel and equity investors on private placement basis, which I suppose by 2021 will square off all their debts. So it's not that debt is a bad subject, but the right dose of debt, debt for growth, debt for enhancement of business has to be very carefully planned. I see a lot of Indian corporates suffering hugely because the promoters have pledged their shares and taken money for what reasons I do not know really. In the process, what has happened, if their business has suffered and the stock prices have come down, the pledged shares have all gone up for a sell. I can relate this to a Future Group, which was doing 10 years back quite a visible, predictable cash flow business. But then they kept the creditors level at a very high, though their business was generally in cash, which means they were collecting cash but deferring payments to creditors. So obviously this was a pseudo debt, as I call it. But what has happened over the time? They have been able to sell off one of their brands and now struggling with their other brands. And the main reason is that the pledge of their shares, like March 2020, a Future Retail pledge shares is as high as 80%. So the promoters have given the shares and taken money for that shares from the various institutions. So while they are in distress, the institutions will also be in distress because they will not be able to get the payments back. This is one thing Indian incorporate had really not done correctly to my belief. So when we are talking about investing, this is something which you have to take care by not investing in high debt companies. It's not going to give you good returns. There are huge numbers of debt-free, big branded companies. And I think once you select that, I can tell you zero debt companies are like Infosys. Even our local company called Bata, Glaxo Consumer, ITC. I mean, there's a host of this. You can go to the Google, check the internet and get to understand which are debt-free companies. So when it comes to investing ideas, the newcomers and the old hats, I suppose this is one thing you should look at it. The sales growth, the profit growth will fluctuate over time because of X, Y, Z reasons. Those are not very important. I need low debt and I need free cash flows, a good cash balance. Cash is king. So you have to check up how the cash is there in the balance sheet. Let's look at the cash in the balance sheet of Asian Paints. Very high level of cash, which means, and recently you would have noticed that they have actually paid their employees not only full salary, but like a hand-holding, good management practice has given increment in difficult times to their employees. Why? Because the cash is there. So when you start investing fresh, look at these very small but important criteria. Today, post-COVID or during COVID, I think whichever companies are cash surplus, they will be able to turn the game faster than others. Hindustan Lever could be a case in point. So you have to look for ideas where financials are generally regarded as strong. Then you have to also find out whether that company has a bloated equity or not. If you have a large equity, servicing the equity becomes difficult. So I would suggest look for companies with smaller equity. Thereby, the return on the net worth becomes a better number, which attracts the foreign investors to invest. So I think for a newcomer searching Google and various financial sites, you'll be able to understand how to go about investing. But first important is the mind to invest. Personal finance in India, the scope is quite limited because we are not very happy with the rate of interest which one gets these days. But I wonder if you were staying in the US or Japan, you would have possibly not even spoken about the fact that you save money in the bank because you don't get anything really in returns. And that cannot be a way of life. And this is particularly troublesome for pension holders, the aged, frankly speaking, who thrives on the interest income post-retirement. With due respect to them and feeling very bad about stating that, I think now in India, you really don't have very many areas to invest because property is down and is going to be in excess supply. So it's not going to really give you that kind of return as it was there earlier. There's again overcapacity, too much of inventory. Especially after COVID, I think property prices are going to get discounted at 30–40%. And still there won't be takers. I had actually given an advice to a person who was at the verge of buying a flat in Kolkata, and his budget was about 1 crore. In those days, the interest used to be from fixed deposit about 8.5%. So I told him that if you buy a property, you get fixed to that place. Number one, yeah, it's a fact that you own a flat, fair enough. But it would have been, if you had kept the money in the fixed deposit, the bank, you would have got 8.5% of 1 crore. So you know what is that figure. So you earn that interest. You'll have to pay tax on the interest income, fair enough. But with that income, if you have a 1 crore in fixed deposit and if you get 10%, you get 10 lakhs of rupees. So when you keep 1 crore at 8.5, you get 8 lakhs of rupees in terms of interest. So you buy a flat in Kolkata with 1 crore, what it would be? It would be about 2 bedroom, 1 dining hall come kitchen, maybe a veranda, and that's all about it in the premium places. So if you have 8 lakhs of interest income, and let's say you pay 2.5 lakhs tax, still you have a 5.5 lakhs savings, which means closer to about 45,000 rupees per month income. So I advised him that you take a nice flat on rent, and I think by 30,000 bucks you should be getting it, the 3-bedroom flat in Kolkata that part of time. You still save 15,000, and your 1 crore is with the bank. So what do you do with 15,000 which you save? You do a systematic investment plan in mutual fund or stocks. That was about what, 5 years back I'm talking about. So he started doing 15,000 rupees per month investment in Infosys, because he's a techie chap, so he understands technology. I suggested him TCS, but then he said, I'm comfortable with Infosys. I said, no problem, you can go ahead. Now he still stays in that flat where I have gone 2-3 times. Nice flat, spacious flat. He still pays 35,000 rupees rent. That 30,000 has become 35,000. And his Infosys 15,000 for the last 5 years every month. Calculate, sir. Annually, he would have invested 1,80,000. In 5 years, he would have invested 9 lakhs. If you do a back calculation, the last 5 years, if you have done this, that 9 lakhs is close to 37 lakhs. So you have 1 crore in the bank, you have 37 lakhs with Infosys, and you are staying in a 3-bedroom flat. And you can change. If you had bought that flat, you would have not been able to change it easily overnight. The selling could have been difficult, like these days, or sentimental and emotional reasons will not allow you to sell the flat, because you say, well, after getting into the flat, I started prospering better in the company and whatnot. As if because you bought the flat, you started getting your promotion. You don't try to see that you got the promotion because of your own merit and work, but then you get all this emotionally attached situation. But here he's a free investor in Infosys. He's a fixed deposit holder of 1 crore, and he regularly invests in Infosys. And now in the next post-COVID situation, technology is going to be the order of the day, because substantial situation will be out of artificial intelligence, machine learning, big data, informatics, and I think companies like TCS, LTS, Larsen & Toubro Technology Services, Mindtree, TCS, Infosys, and all these kind of companies who are digitally advanced. And please try to understand that the software and technology capital of the world is India. They have been able to build it up since the Y2K issue in 2000. So they have a first mover advantage, and there they can face the new challenges required by the entire industries of the world. Like today we are having a webinar. Someone thought about conferencing. I remember 15 years back, Cisco Systems, they were offering me a conferencing facilities for my branch meetings. Unfortunately, those days the internet was not very strong and it failed. But GoToMeeting thought about it. The Zoom thought about it. And you check up the Zoom stock, the stock prices of Zoom. what it has done in the last 6 months. Someone thought about it. And Infosys will be able to think the new requirement in Jamshedpur Tata Iron and Steel Factory. It will be able to deliver the AI, the machine learning, even into a commodity kind of a company, because we are talking about much more efficient, cost reduced production going ahead. So technology becomes an investment idea, especially people who are dabbling and can construct the digital technology platforms. I don't know whether there will be one time this digital webinar which we are talking about can magnify in a different form altogether. What is that? It is different from a physical seminar. I can't see all the participants, so my eye contact is not correct. I cannot hear the participants, so I don't know whether they are getting angry on me or liking my lecture. So I think at some point of time, this will become interactive in a large way. And apart from serving the lunch and the morning tea, that is not possible. I don't know really, but then that's not possible. And that's another feature of this seminar as well. We have to go to have a good lunch or good tea and snacks. I don't know how that can possibly get into the situation. That may not be possible. But apart from that, it can reach to so many people at a lower cost, otherwise not possible for the speakers to reach them or the listeners to reach the speakers. So the communication vehicle is becoming stronger, strong in bonding. And that's why an investment idea for next 3-4 years definitely will be technology. This is the logic. So there you have to check up, and mainly all the companies are debt free and low capital. So all the criteria are there in place. I'm talking to you or refer you from the business prospect part. I'm talking about how the top line can increase. Sorry? Kivalji? I can. If there are questions, I can be given those questions so that I can go on answering while I talk on the subject. Sorry, I've got a person to help me, my assistant.
Sure, sir.
Tanveer Alam.
Yeah, so there are some questions in the chat box. So I can read it out.
Shivam Raj is asking about investing in real estate or gold in the current scenario for tax savings would be a good idea. When you invest for tax savings, you have to first assess how much of tax are you going to save, and then if the instrument itself where you save your tax does not perform, there's no idea. It's better to pay the tax and save the money. I can give an example. For let's say saving tax, I put into a tax saving mutual fund, and you have seen the horror story of all the tax saving mutual funds. So I don't see that's the reason. As far as gold is concerned, it has gone up beyond proportion for all the calamities of the world. So I think subject to some kind of a gold ETF funds could be an investment, but later, I suppose. Let all this subside, and then the gold prices will fall down, come down, you could possibly buy. Now, someone is talking about some stocks like Yes Bank. Oh, reply in private. Okay. That means you have already bought Yes Bank, so I have to privately reply. Let it be official. The company is now owned by State Bank of India, and State Bank of India itself cannot manage their own business. I don't understand how they will be able to manage Yes Bank, but since it's in strong hand, maybe over time it should be able to do it. But then the old, see, the entire, this is where the corporate governance was a big issue, like DHFL and things like that. So when you have a corporate governance and that period is over because those people are out, so I think we would expect a very good corporate governance situation from State Bank of India, provided they would be able to do the business. Well, Deepak, you are 25-year-old, most welcome. You should just start your stock market through an SIP, as I was explaining to some time back. Anyway, all these questions, I will take it up while I deliberate on my subject that technology stocks are going to be a good idea to invest. Now, let's say post-COVID, what is the new normal in life? Obviously, you would not know that health is something which people will give priority. The word sanitization and keeping this clean and that clean was actually done when our great grandfathers' time, they used to do it naturally and normally. Then over the time, we all forgot about it. Like earlier, I remember when my grandfather used to have lunch with me, he would audit whether I have washed my hands with soap before I can start my lunch. And over the time, I forgot to do that, and all health understanding went for a 6. Out of compulsion, that thing has come back. If that has come back, I would like to extend the concept of being clean, hygiene, safety, and blah blah blah. Let's look at a house. Let's look at a flat. Wherever you stay. Post-COVID, you would feel like that. Let me do a good pest control, or let me clean the house. I want to paint the house fresh and clean. I've not painted for the last 4-5 years, so let me do this job because I think I'll be feeling happy, feeling better to stay in a well-painted house. And then you will paint these days from Asian Paints. I was watching an ad. So maybe a lot of people will start thinking about cleaning their house, giving a coat of paint. The factories and industrial sheds may get another coat of paint for purpose of protection and things like that. So you never know the new normal. Because of these concepts, the paint industries can start looking up tremendously. I'm talking about the best of names like Asian Paints. You have a low equity, you have a zero debt, things like that. So that way, all parameters are lovely. Plus, their inventory management system is like the Japanese management style. They can create an inventory position at the retail level in 2 hours time, and they have invested hugely into software systems by which they can track real time the movements of various kinds of paints and how the new movement may start, and thereby the delivery happens. So these are kind of informatics and machine learning technologies they have already used. And then I say the psychology behind people, why they should be able to or will like to go for a paint to sanitize their own staying place, apart from masks and hand sanitizers and things like that. Now here, the sanitization industry, the hand sanitizer, all of a sudden has become a 10,000 crore industry out of the blue. I mean, out of one night. So a lot of, and there will be good quality and bad quality. I mean, the quality ranges between 80 rupees to 800 rupees of the same capacity bottles. So it depends on what kind of sanitizer you are using. 80% alcohol, 40% alcohol, or whatever the other ingredients they have. So the branded companies will go for it. And Asian Paints also has introduced sanitizer. So there's a new product line they are thinking. So they are trying to sanitize by antibacterial paint your house, your flat, and now they have entered your hand, saying that Guruji, hamara sanitizer bhi lagaiye. So it's a product portfolio which is getting wider and much more effective. So if you think the story of where to invest, where to invest. So these are the ideas. Stock market right now, in majority cases of good company stocks, are about 55 to 65% down from the high created. That's not a criteria. Why that high itself, whether should have happened or not, is itself a question at that point of time. So we are having a valuation correction, and quite rightly, we are towards the lower end of the valuation, lower side of the valuation. And remember one thing, in 1918, 1919, you were not born, I were not born, the Spanish flu killed 5% of the world population. 5% of the world population. Spanish flu, 1918, 1919. For that, there was a depression in 1920. Fair enough, because so much of things had happened. And in 1921, Dow went up by 500%. Dow went up by, Dow, which is the Dow Jones Industrial Index, went up by 500%. So we have a case where a lot of people are getting destroyed, the corporates are getting destroyed, kind of a recession, kind of a depression is happening. Give it, I suppose, 1 year's time maximum. And if history has to repeat, I don't see 500% Nifty or Sensex going up. But then that's the answer to anyone having a question in mind, that how do you see the stock market? So that's the way I see. Whether you like it, you take it or leave it. It's your choice. You know, bulls, the word bull market and bear markets you have heard. Bulls are very hardworking animal, you know. They work in the farm for the whole of year to get the things done, the harvest done. The bears are lazy people, absolutely lazy. They wait. And after your hard work, the farm has got produce made, the bears will come and eat it up. So you created a bull market for so many years, and in 1 quarter, it's gone. So much of the bull market is gone, but still, it's not fully gone. I am not here to show you technical charts, quarterly charts, and things like that. But whoever is interested about the stock market on a regular basis, you could possibly access me every Saturday in the our YouTube channels on stock market. But the medium of communication is primarily Bengali. But wherever I can't express things in Bengali, I try to express it in English. English is a fascinating language. You can really abuse someone very sweetly, which you can't do in your local language, because that sounds very, very bad. So I was talking about technology. I spoke about a bit of consumer must. This is not discretionary spending. This is a must spending kind of a situation. There would be, I suppose, a lot of other must, like you have to be must with a new laptop or a desktop or telephone and things like that. And I think pharma sector generally, after being in hibernation for 5 years, has started looking up. 2020 beginning, market anticipated that pharma production would be required. So US FDA has been getting more liberal for Indian pharmaceutical industry. Thereby, pharma generally could be a sense of basket investments, where you choose 4 or 5 stocks and put your money equally in equal proportion. And since the prices have gone up, I would suggest seriously that you will have to deploy the SIP technology, that means buying in installments every month. And pharma, I would talk about the top few names like Sun Pharma, Dr. Reddy, or a Cipla. But I would also say post-COVID, the private healthcare hospital business will start looking up, because a lot of patients are awaited because of COVID patients getting prioritized in these hospitals. So Metropolis Healthcare, Apollo Hospital, these two names being branded. But yes, they have their issues of debt and other things. Of course, in that case, you could also look at a diagnostic center business called Dr. Lal Path Lab. They don't have any debts and all that. But what I'm trying to say is a combination of this pharma, where you have a integrated company like Sun Pharma, which has got an API itself, and neurotherapeutic drugs, they are on top. And I think neuro issues will come up post-COVID. People will become nervous, and this and that. That could happen for unfortunate things like losing job, reduction in salary, losing business. So many things could possibly happen. We have not yet seen those bad elements. So I think Sun Pharma looks like a real winner in this particular zone. But I would obviously go for Dr. Reddy, because reverse engineering in pharma is something which they have known for so long, and they have done it so well. And Apollo Hospital has been the top end hospital services. So all taken together, I think we can say that theme-wise, technology, theme-wise, compulsory consumption item manufacturer. Like, let's say you have a compulsion into, especially the bachelors and the young ones, also you have a compulsion to eating into a Maggi, because that's very convenient for you. And anyway, you don't like your roti and dal and chawal. So that's another problem with the young generation. So I see Maggi doing well, so Nestle doing well. They have been doing well anyway, and they will continue to do well. So some kind of Hindustan Lever, where you have the Horlicks now, so the health part comes in. So try to choose 5-6 stocks, maybe one representing each segment. There are a lot of ideas. 1 hour is not enough for me to really develop onto various financial planning. I've just given you, there's a lot of planning can be done on insurance, which is subject matter which cannot be discussed in a 1 hour kind of a webinar. I've given you some example of alternative financing models, like don't buy a car, ride a Ola. I also given that don't buy the flat now, put the money in the fixed deposit, things like that. A lot of people buy flats because they get a loan and then go on paying it for 15 years. The same EMI, if you would have paid for 15 years, you would have got double the size of the flat. So, there are a lot of things. There are emotions, there are mind issues. So we have to look at the entire profile, because, when you do a personal financial planning, there's a checklist of 3 pages, which one needs to get filled up before one can start advising what exactly one should talk about. So the bulls were there, the bears have come and eaten up the crop. Today is 2020 May, we are discussing. Maybe 2021 May, you would have said, why didn't I invest in the stock market? It always happens. So bear markets are investing zones for investors. Bull markets are profit booking zone for investor. You might be choosing to book profits earlier than required, and you may be buying stocks earlier than it should have been. Both cases, the timing could be wrong, but that does not mean anything, because ultimately, in fact, let me tell you, not investing in equity is a much more bigger risk. Not investing in a equity is a much more bigger risk than investing in it. So that one line can sum up. This is not my statement. These are statements made by very, very great investors, philosophical investors. Like Warren Buffett says that you are sitting under a tree, you are enjoying the shade of the tree, the coolness of the air. Someone thought about this tree and planted a small plant 20 years back. So if you plant it now, 10, 15 years back, because in stock market, you will find a tree with a lot of fruits, which are dividend, and you can eat that and still keep the tree and still live under the shade of the tree. So once the bear market is over, you will always feel that what an opportunity did I miss? What an opportunity did I miss? It's all psycho problems, psychological issues. Process is important, patience is important, and I give more emphasis in patience, and I give top priority in process. Rest will all follow, not to worry about it. So let's get ready for the process, start the process, and the process starts today. Process doesn't start when the lockdown will end, when will Bombay come back to normal life. It doesn't start like that. And the patience. And anyway, if you are trying to look at the stock prices every day, as I say, the prices fluctuate every day. Value emerges after some point of time. So the word patience is used because you are waiting for the value to emerge. The value doesn't emerge, you wait. If your stock picking was correct, value will emerge. Sometimes it takes a bit of time, but I think that's not the case. The case is that the amount of stimulus the world economies have pumped in may lead to some other problem, but it will make them and the industry survive. Even India has tried to address the supply side and yet to do something on the demand side. But it's a herd mentality. Once you start going to the shop and start buying something, the next door neighbor will start going to the shop and start buying something. So it's a herd mentality, and once the cycle starts, it will start. So I'm waiting for the time that webinars will be out of fashion and physical seminars will again come back. Someone has to start it, and then everyone will follow. But then I think this is a very convenient way. A lot of people can participate. So investing idea in technology, investing idea in consumer companies with non-discretionary in nature, and pharma. Let these three themes be your investment horizon at this point of time. I could now possibly take up some questions. From Rajesh Modi. Since last 40 years I'm doing business in retail, but I've never invested in stocks, and advised my father, who used to say it is too risky. So can I start now? And if what is the key to the beginners? Rajesh, you know, the Bengalis are very conservative in nature as far as stock markets are concerned. I had a very cushy job in the corporate with all the perks and amenities given by the company. And as a Bengali, 20 years back, I left the job one day and ventured into educational aspect of stock market. I must say I'm doing pretty okay. My father, when I was a young boy, let's say 10, 12 years, I saw him one day bringing out an envelope, and then I saw some papers, some green color papers, and some kind of a certificate type. I was what, 10, 12. I saw name ITC. I didn't know that that was share. And the ITC he bought that part of time, gave him a lot of things otherwise in terms of buying a flat and things like that. So since you have not done for 40 years, time is not late. You can start tomorrow. Do it reasonably with the kind of ideas I've given. Nandan Roy, what sector is suitable for stock market investment in current situation? Nandan, I have explained that in details. Shivram Rai, can you suggest any resource to learn about investing in stocks? Resource in the sense like there are a lot of websites, lot of online courses. I have one myself, but that's in Bengali. So once I do it in English, you could possibly access my online course. But there could be other people who are doing courses. Please go and check it up. Santosh Narayan, how about investment in NPs, self and corporate NPs? No. I tell you, I can give you reasons, but then there's no point in giving reasons. Since it's no, it's no. Anna, ki korchish? I'm 45 years old. He's the Shiv Prasad. I'm 45 years old. How can I maintain my pension fund so that my old age will not be dependent on anyone? See, when you invest in pension funds on a regular basis, you don't get anything beyond 7.25% really in terms of pension. So if you are a bit, you can do one thing. You can mix, let's say you need a pension of, let's say, 30,000 rupees per month or 40,000 rupees per month. Find it out what kind of investment right now on the pension funds would give you that kind of return. You can check up from various websites. But I would say 30% of that money which you would like to invest now, you can put it into SIP mode, into the best known names of India, as I was explaining earlier. And that's the best way to get the pension. In fact, my medical expenses are all taken care of by SIP in TCS, which I had done it about 12 years back and still doing it. Then in repaying, is repaying a housing loan is a good option, and invest some amount in pension plans. I think your Shiprashad, your entire thing is to do with pension. Yeah, if you can pay off your housing loan, why keep a loan? But pension is something you should. 60 is too. Our Chief Minister of Bengal got his chief ministership at the age of 62, and he ruled as a chief minister up to the age of 92. So why do you think that 60 years of age is pension, retired? Why are you thinking like that? You could be possibly doing so many other things. Vicky, first of all, thanks for giving specific replies. Can you spend some time on stock market? How is it going to shape post May 20? I said, let's say by September 2020, that's my own reading, stock markets will go up. Take it or leave it. Sanjay Patel, sir, can we continue with equity mutual fund at present time or redeem? No. Please continue. If you're doing the SIP, Sanjay, please continue. Don't do like that. This is harakiri. Debendranath Mehra, which is better for a job man, MF or stock? If you have some time, stock. If you don't have time, then mutual fund is another route. Shudipta or Shudipto, whatever it is, many times, first of all, I invest through SIP. My question is, for example, I have some aspiration after 10 years. So when should I look to go out at the SIP to remain safe against an unfortunate? That is the thing. 10 years the SIP averages out the cost in such a way that it becomes a net earner. So if the world is dead, then well, you are not there, the stock market is not there. I'm not talking about those kind of turbulence, but the generally COVID type of turbulence is going to happen. As I gave an example in the swine flu type, 5% of the population of the world wiped out. What happened really? The stock market actually went up 2 years later. So don't get worried. Manoj Kumar Pandey kindly says some good Nifty 50 stocks for investment, good returns. I already discussed Infosys, TCS. You have to go for a theme. There's nothing called good Nifty stocks. There are a lot of bad stocks in Nifty. Now, let's say the private banks, because of moratorium and other things, the kind of pain the private banks and the other banks in India is going to have is unbelievable, and the market is pricing that. When it prices too harshly, maybe in that Nifty stock, a Kotak Bank or a HDFC Bank could be a winner. So one doesn't know. It's from time to time. Don't time the market. You could possibly invest a theme, which I have been speaking about. How do you understand theme? A theme could be yours. Now, someone say, listen, this could be bad time for bank. I want my 3 lakhs of rupees invested in stock. I don't care. It becomes 1 lakh. But I want to make 10 lakhs. Then HDFC Bank and other things which are going down, that is the answer to your problem. But then you have to have the mind to lose 1.5 lakh. You invest 3 lakh and say 30,000, if it's gone, oh my goodness, what has happened? Then don't come to the stock market. That's not a place for you. So if you have that mind like that, then I have to be aggressive and I have to be dangerously aggressive in certain cases. I have to be calculative in certain cases. The mindset of the investor is how a stock market investing or a mutual fund investing comes up. If you don't have the mind, suppose you typically, if you discuss stock market with some relative who doesn't have any clue, the only thing he is going to say is that, oh, don't go to the stock market, it's very risky. Now suppose that relative is me, then what would have happened? I said, he's coming to stock market, very good, he should do like this, he should do like that. So over the last 20 years, I have taught the entire Bengal through my books and videos, the stock market. And I have a lot of my investors who are absolutely in the village, inside a paddy field. A lot of money, they have surplus. They still have a very low lifestyle, so they don't spend money. A lot of surplus funds come. And then they invest in stock markets. They come regularly and they're making more money than I thought they would make, because he doesn't need the money anyway. So it depends. And these people have got converted into investing. So if you are in Jamshedpur and attending a Jamshedpur Management Association webinar, I think you are not literally challenged. You are literally capable. And if you are capable literally, I think you should put your mind into the newer subject. Like, how many of you understand artificial intelligence? No, maybe not. I went to an engineering college in North Bengal to lecture some passing out engineering graduates. And to my lot of surprise, I could understand that they don't have ideas about all these new technology-based products, which means they are not relevant for the new world of jobs. And mind my word, there are 2 types of jobs, being relevant and being not relevant. You still have an employment, but your employment is not relevant. It is all about relevant employment. So I think stock market is a relevant place for the literally capable people to invest in the right way. Now the question has come, Shivam Rai, it's a good time to invest in my metals industry, space. Metal industry problem is China. Metal industry problem is industrial demand. Steel industry problem is over capacity. steel industry problem is when would auto industry pick up. So if you have the patience, then maybe metal you can think about. But for me, metal is a big no, big no. Essential commodities like cement, big no, big no. Essential commodities like metal, big no, big no. I know they're essentials, but I would like to invest in modern thinking business. Top line growth high, bottom line growth high. Metal is worldwide competitive. Metal prices are dictated by London Metal Exchange, LME. Metal is dictated by China's demand. So I don't want to go into so much of controversy where the demand supply has to be thought about, understood across so many places. Then Gupta Deepak, I am investing in mutual fund SIP for the last 10 years. I want to reduce my SIP accumulated fund by half in next 5 years. What should exit strategy? That means your mutual fund in the last SIP 10 years, the NAV is down, and that's why you want to have it. If I were you, and if I had money, I would have doubled the investment at this point of time. This is the absolutely wrong way of thinking continuation and not continuation of SIP. Absolutely wrong way. Maybe I proved right at some point of time, but your thought process is absolutely ulta. Surendra Reddy, what is your portfolio right now, sir? In which stocks are you thinking you're investing when the rebound starts? No, I'm not waiting for the rebound. I have started investing. I have started investing in life insurance companies like SBI Life and HDFC Life. I'm already invested in pharma stocks. I may add more. I'm investing in Larsen Toubro Technology Services, LTIS, Infosys and TCS because of technology. I'm investing into consumption themes, which is going to be always true with India, like as I was explaining about Asian Paints and things like that. So I am already investing. I'm not timing the market. I'm doing possibly every week X amount of investing, and that's the way I'm going. Every week, every Friday, I'm doing it. Now my surname Vishwajit Chatterjee. Good evening. I'm 30. Okay, Vishwajit. Investing in tax saving SIP for what? Why do you need to save tax, pay the tax, save that money, and put it into state growth? Do healthcare fund now. Do digital funds now. It's this at the age of 30 or try to save tax. Why don't you want to pay the government a bit of tax? Pay that tax. If you pay 30,000 rupees tax, for that you have to invest possibly is 1 lakh of rupees or something like that. Why? Pay 30,000, 70,000 you still have. Invest in growth-oriented equity mutual funds. My question is, what will be the best option for child education after 15, 16 years? Not your tax-saving SIP by any stretch of imagination. It has to be growth. It has to be thematic. That is, the theme has to be correct in mutual fund. And possibly all these questions later when exactly, because this is not for you can access Jamshedpur Management Association. They would have my email address, or you could possibly put up those questions to me through the email. I will try to answer that, or you may just wait. Now this is a big question from Shukla, Ashit Kumar, Niranjan Bhai Shukla. So I have a couple of doubts. One, we were talking about market is poised in a pre-COVID era and talking for stimulus on NBFCs and auto. Even after these much severe economic impact, market is still around 9,000. Don't you think that the market is not offering any discount at this level? It seems like we saw a normal correction which was required over the period of time. We shall be waiting for at least 8,400 again, which calculated evaluation of vaccinations are happening with world moving away from chain. Indian API seems to be the largest beneficiary. Yes, I've already discussed about pharma companies with integrated API, and so you have to invest, and granules definitely features in that. Regarding your first question, it's a technical nature. The quarterly chart says that if the quarterly chart, the 8,100 level is broken, then it can hit 7,100 Nifty, the quarterly charts. But the quarterly charts looks to be, I have to wait for the June quarter. So now is May, so another month later, I could say. But I think market, whether it comes on or not, the swing up will happen sometimes in September. And you can feel the effect of that some point of time in August somewhere. Pawan Kumar Singh, as we are seeing the situation right now, many stocks are almost in the lower side. The wrong ones are in the lower side, sir. The good ones are not on the lower side. Should do an intraday trading for this? Oh my goodness. The intraday trading is for the three categories. One is casual, one is professional, the others are speculators. I would assume that you are a casual intraday trader because you would be having some other job or some business or something like that. If you're a casual trader, don't do intraday, do swing trading, which means you enter Monday, Tuesday, and later exit on Friday or next Monday, something like that. And yes, you can go on doing intraday. It's fun time, lovely time. You spend time throughout the lockdown. The two services which were 3-4 services which were open. One was power, water, telephone, that is mobile, and stockbroking. So we have been enjoying office for the last all this. There was no chutti for us. Anyway, good only. Amit Kumar, good evening. As you said before, investing in any company, check its cash surplus. Go to websites, financial websites like say Money Control and all that, and then post the name of that company. Then find the fundamentals. Then you'll find the balance sheet, and in the balance sheet you will get Amit the cash and cash position. Amitav, if one doesn't have time to understand it, to do a lot of research, mutual fund better than direct stock purchasing? Yes, definitely. Mutual fund is supposed to have been doing research and then invested in those stocks. So if you don't have time to research, first find out how much of time do you have for yourself. If you are a salaried person, job oriented, with 8 hours of sleeping and 4 hours of personal times in the house, so 12 hours out of 24 hours gone, 12 hours is left. Job is about 10 hours. So still you have got 2 hours. So 2 hours of daily time research you can do, out of which 1 hour listen to music or watch a film, 1 hour do a research. Time always is available. It's a question of the mind to do it. What is the next question? Parameshwar Tripathi, better to invest in telecom or not? Telecom has the debt problem, but when you talk about telecom, I think Reliance we are talking about. We are not talking so much of Bharti and so much of Idea, but their Idea is a gone case, can revive. But the real telecom, the ARPU, the real digital spread, it's all Reliance. So I'm waiting for when Reliance Jio will get demerged and become a separate company. But in the meantime, you can always look at Reliance should the price fall. Next question. Invested in drug manufacturing companies or in research-based companies involved in vaccine. Vaccine, even if it comes out at what price it's going to be sold, it will be government controlled price, number one. It will be monitored drug. So the major money making will not happen. And COVID is a one-time situation right now. Something else will come 5 years down the line or 10 years down the line. So let them come up with vaccine, whoever comes up with it. I'm not looking at vaccine for Indian companies. I'm looking at API. I'm looking at consolidated product portfolio. So I'm talking about the gel pharmaceutical companies which are integrated in nature, having lesser debt. In which which index future and options is a good option? I didn't get your question. Santosh, sir, how about investing in foreign equity fund or funds from friend? You could buy some Motilal Oswal NASDAQ fund, which will give you the exposure to the NASDAQ based company. That should be pretty fine. Motilal is your choice, I find. Fair enough. Motilal do it. Or Franklin also, they are used to this, all these companies. Abhishek PB, what do you think about agriculture and EV sectors for stocks investment? Electrical vehicles worldwide, wherever the electrical vehicles are there, is not even 5% of the total car population. So what are we talking about EV? The EV will come, we'll get some tax benefit. No one is going to buy an electric car. We are not buying it. We are not making a Tesla anyway. So all those Maruti Alto types, chota EV cars, maybe some people will come with hybrid. Who is interested? So EV is a fad as far as I'm concerned, but good from pollution point of view, good from effort point of view. So I don't think EV is the right way to look at stocks. Agriculture, yes, that's always a requirement of India. But again, prices of fertilizer and other things are quite well monitored and controlled. But still, I think Coromandel, PI investments, Coromandel fertilizer, PI investments, these are two stocks which could be always looked into. I am a Bengali that I can understand from Biswas. What is your name of your YouTube channel? Siddhartha Chatterjee show. Stock market show, sorry, Pratek Shonibari eta ashe. Every Saturday it comes. Plus there is some educational channel of mine. What is that?
Every Wednesday.
Key,
Siddhartha Chatterjee Education.
Another thing is Siddhartha Chatterjee educational show. Every Wednesday it comes. You could see the earlier ones, which this is education, so you can possibly learn something. Then Sanjay Patel, please suggest this 5 to 6 best stocks for next 5 to 10 years. What I have been talking throughout the webinar, I think I have given about 7-8 stocks. Please check that. Pawan Kumar Singh, are we seeing the situation right now? Many stocks are almost in that lower side should be do intraday. I've already answered this. Ajit Kumar Chaudhary, I started. Rudra Bahul Sarkar. So how about investing in Indian automotive industries? I think you should go for shadow autos like Endurance Technology, Dixon Technologies, maybe King Fa, the suppliers to the main auto industries. So you can check up their credentials. Dixon Technologies, Endurance Technologies, King Fa, 3 of the choice are there. Please give your views on MF debt versus hybrid. See, hybrid is where there's a combination of debt and equity, and debt is purely debt. So hybrid is supposed to be giving a better return, but I don't believe in that. If the equity investment is all wrong, the hybrid is not going to done. Now, I think I am through with my time. Thank you for giving a patient hearing. Some people would have learned, some people wouldn't have understood, some people will ponder, some people will think. So any questions, please send me through Jamshedpur Management Association. I'll try to answer, and let's wait for that seminar, which is not a webinar, seminar at Jamshedpur. Thank you once again.
Thank you, sir. This is Amitabh again. And it was pleasure having you. In fact, let me tell you that normally in most of the webinars, the participants shoot up initially and then it fluctuates numbers. In this case, we had a consistent, it was hovering around 90, 100. So I think it was people were largely interested, and the kind and numbers of question actually reflect that. It was wonderful having you. We have you last time during that money skill program here at the Center for Excellence. We would love to have you once again here in the proper face-to-face seminar rather than webinar, and that is as soon as possible. Hope for the weekly. I hope the people have learned and they will start doing some investment in the stocks, etc. And thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Thanks for your time. It was pleasure having you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks everyone from attending. I think you will keep receiving information on our programs. So keep joining on the JMA events. Thank you. Thanks all.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you for the wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for providing this training to us. Thank you.